Coach, what were your biggest takeaways from tonight's preseason?
And just making sure that, obviously getting everybody out of here healthy was a big priority. Our ability to take care of the basketball, just looking at that, we had 20 turns for 26 points. We do a better job of taking care of the ball. The energy, the effort was there. I think we just got to clean up some of the spacing pieces. Them getting out of transition was a big piece. We did a better job in the second half, I think, when we turned it on.
What did you think of your defense? First, your guys who are probably going to be in your rotation, and then the guys who played in the fourth quarter and are going to also contribute, and then also play in Osceola.
Well, early on, I thought we were just exchanging baskets. We were pushing the pace, getting it out early, pushing the basketball up the floor. I think once we decided to really sit down and lock in, we showed what we were capable of. That 24-point third quarter was big for us. I think that's when the starters stepped up, and then that second unit that came in, the guys, our second unit as well as the guys in Osceola, they did a heck of a job holding those guys to 8 points in that fourth quarter.
For Tyus and Desmond, what are the biggest adjustments that they have to make defensively to this new system?
I think they both did a very good job defensively. Tyus was on Maxie to start the game. I think he did a great job holding his ground, making him hit some tough shots. Again, those guys understand how to defend. They've been in the league for quite some time, so they understand how and what they're supposed to be doing and how they're capable of doing it. So I think as they continue to grow with us, they understand exactly how physical, how aggressive we need to be, and what we're trying to hold teams to.
Coach Wendell's had a great camp. How much is tonight's performance just a reflection and continuation of that?
It's key for us. The work that he continues to put in, his presence around that rim, his presence on the floor, his demeanor, it changes the way we play. When he plays with that presence and that poise and that strength for our team, it goes such a long way.
We're talking a lot about Tristan's confidence growing from Eurobasket. How much are you starting to see that, and how sort of his aggressiveness start to carry over to the court?
Well, I love it. You can see times during the game when they see him do something where he's trying to back a guy down on the post and gets a handle on or gets a foul. Our bench celebrates that because that's what we're asking him to do. He comes down, takes that quick early three, which we don't love at that moment, but then he comes back down and knocks down a three and not afraid of that moment. It's what we're asking him to do, to be aggressive, to take the shots when you're open, and just look to keep making plays for your teammates.
How is Jace adjusting to a whole new league, particularly on the defense?
I think he's been really good. I think he's holding his ground, defending, trying to guard as best as he can, picking up full court, changing the game there. Knowing that to get on the floor, just being able to defend and guard multiple positions, and not being able to have guys go at you. He's definitely shown the toughness and the IQ to be able to do it.
Other teams go after rookies all the time, but it's going to be doubly frequent for him, considering that he's not the tallest person out there.
I think what he doesn't have in size, I think he has a lot in heart. And the way he plays hard, he plays tough, he plays physical, and he's got a basketball IQ that helps him understand exactly what he's supposed to be doing in any of these situations.
Coach, you return home to have the preseason home opener. How good will it be to get in front of the fans and unveil the new logo and new jumbotron, all that stuff in front of them?
We have a lot going on back home, and I'm really excited just to get back home in front of our fans, some of the best fans in the NBA. To be able to just a preseason game, but it matters because we're trying to keep growing and keep developing how we're going to play throughout this year, and so our fans will be able to see that. I'm really excited for it.
Anthony, what do you take out of this game from a team perspective?
Just that we did a good job playing fast. I feel like we shared the ball a lot, and we did a good job throwing the ball up in transition, pushing the pace, and attacking the cross matches. So I think that's a big emphasis on what we're trying to do, and I think we did a good job playing fast today.
In what ways do you feel with your individual game that like you're a better player compared to, say, 6 months ago, whatever it was?
Yeah. I would just say I feel stronger with the ball. I feel more confident in my jump shot, whether that's off the dribble, in the mid-range. But overall, just offensively, I feel a little more comfortable, feel more aggressive. And yeah, just feel stronger with the ball and just more poised.
How much more confident do you feel as a communicator, being vocal now? I imagine coming into the league, it's hard to be super vocal as you're figuring things out yourself. But at this stage, how confident do you feel in that regard?
Super confident, playing PG, playing guard, you gotta talk to your teammates. You gotta make sure everybody's in the right spots, whether your own game is going good or bad. So I think this year that's just a big area of growth for me that I'm trying to take a big step. I'm trying to take is just continuing to be vocal, no matter how the game's going, personally for my team or whatever. So definitely confident in it. Feel like I'm taking just a step maturity-wise, leadership-wise. So just keep trying to do that.
You see Wendell every day at training camp. How much is a performance like you had today a reflection of the type of training camp he's having?
It's pretty equivalent to what we see every day out of him. Just the offensive rebounds, the physicality, the way he sets screens, and he's just a force for us on the offensive end, on the defensive end. And when he's playing aggressive, he's shooting his shots when he's open. It's just 18 and 10, 20 and 10. It's huge for our team, and we're gonna win a lot of games if Wendell does that every time.
Tristan, what were your biggest takeaways from tonight's game?
I feel like we did a great job in the third quarter. Coming out and kind of playing our defense, playing the way we want to play, and obviously it's still preseason and you're still trying to figure out stuff, figure out different lineups, and it's a little bit more experimental, I guess, in a sense. But still, we try to push the pace. We try to put our mark on the game, and I feel like we did that better in the third and fourth quarter. So especially that last unit, coming off the bench really helped us.
How much more prepared do you feel now than you were 12 months ago, and not fully knowing the league yet?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of this league is just experience, and I've gained a lot of that throughout the last couple of months, and especially playing a lot in the middle of the season last year.
That's good to go though.
And the summer obviously helped too, to play high level basketball over a longer period of time. So I just feel comfortable. I feel like I had a lot of live game reps that kind of helped me over the summer. Live looks against real competition. Feels good.
Much more confident are you feeling in your type of role, what you're being asked to do, and after a strong Eurobasket, carrying that over into preseason?
Yeah, it's a little more clear cut, I think, what my role is supposed to be. In your first year, you're kind of testing stuff out and kind of don't know what you should do, what you shouldn't do, because they also don't know your game like that yet, or what works for you well in the league. And I feel like the first year was good to kind of sort stuff out and get a clear idea of what my game should be looking like and how I can help the team the most. And I feel like that was really well communicated from the coaching staff, and that's why I'm really sure about what I should be doing out there, and feel good, and I'm really it's just a joy to play with my teammates, those guys out there.
You see Wendell every day in training camp. How much is tonight's game a reflection of the type of camp he's put together?
Yeah, he's a relentless worker, so I'm not surprised. I'm happy for him. Having a performance like that, I feel like a lot of the stuff that he does goes unnoticed just because it's not on the stat sheet. But the type of gravity that he has, and plays that he makes off the ball, and team sacrifice plays that he does, I feel like is nice to see him kind of pop off like that.